Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. Last time on Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, World War III started, basically. The Hellsing organization teamed up with what I assume is the British government, and also the Catholic Church too, which was interesting and fun. And we basically got to have a bit of a declaration of war between the Nazis and the Hellsings, basically. The Hellsing organization. So yeah, it's all about to go to hell. Sing. Alright. This is where I say be sure to go to the description of this video or down to the pinned comment and check out the link to the original Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. The thing about this one is that normally I've been watching these episodes on Takahata 101's channel, but episode 5 is currently blocked on the basis of copyright. So this time around, I'm going to the Team 4-Star channel, and this video is actually a combination of episodes 4 and 5. I'm just skipping over episode 4 because I've already watched it. So yeah, so you can head down there. If you didn't watch episode 4 before my reaction for some reason, then go watch it there, and then you can just keep on going into episode 5, come back here, and you can watch this reaction. But be sure you do that before watching this reaction and give them all the support. And with that being said, let's get going. Here we go. Oh no. Oh no, someone go get the buyers. Make sure they're okay.
Let's get pissed. Hi mate, what's the last thing you ever thought you'd see in the night sky?
Oh, that's a deep question, man.
No, because it's bloops.
Yeah. Oh man. So it begins.
Gentlemen, we have made it! Alright, Achtung, Achtung. Woo-woo! Hans, bring it down a notch. Now, Herr Doctor, Captain, First Lieutenant, and our fabulous mascot, please lead us off.
So he must be the major.
Everyone, thank you for coming to the mandatory pre-war seminar. Please open your World War III pamphlets to page 3, as the first 2 pages merely contain a foreword from Nicolas Cage.
We have an exciting itinerary
From Nicolas Cage?
of the evening's events. Tonight, we annihilate London.
Oh no.
All of London?
All of London. Buckingham Palace.
All of it?
Erased. Big Ben toppled to the ground.
The House of Parliament?
Eradicated.
The Tower of London?
Obliterated.
The Holocaust Museum?
Leave that be. No one will deny what we did.
Interesting, they're not deniers.
Yeah, London Bridge is falling down. We all know the song. Look, you be the first to burn it down. You can go ahead and sing it. I don't care. Of course, speaking of music, the accompaniment tonight has been selected via survey. And I hope you're as excited as I am. This song tonight is most appropriate for ironic reasons. The best reasons. But first, a toast.
Oh no.
The answer of an age-old question.
Oh no. Oh no, that kind of looked like that thing in Cardiff that Torchwood is by, but this is still London, so that's weird.
Is it everything you've hoped for, Major?
Yes, because it means the destruction of innocent lives.
Oh.
Induction, then destruction. Who wants to die?
So much impaling. Oh no. Oh, no party song?
What do you mean he's stuck on the boat?
I mean, he's stuck on the bloody boat. I need you idiots to send a helicopter after him and retrieve him.
Can't he fly with his vampire powers?
What? No, he can't fly with his vampire powers.
Then how did he get there?
On the Blackbird we appropriated.
You stole the Blackbird?
Just send the helicopter!
We can't. Our communications are down.
What?
They
that's not
have
good.
been for the last 2 hours.
Oh no.
So you're telling me that, as of this moment, we have no access to Alucard. Communications with our forces in the outside world are down, and the enemy could very well be knocking at our door?
Oh no, they're knocking at the door.
Or perhaps the enemy was sitting beside you on the round table the whole time.
Oh,
Reggie,
you dick.
This is adorable.
Sir, Reginald is my name. I have spent the last 5 years of my life cleaning up after your pet vampire. And now, it is time Sir Reginald is paid what he deserves.
You know, I get it now.
Get what?
How Alucard feels! Just a little bit.
Oh, no.
anyway. But I must say, Sir Reginald, it is quite impressive that, despite how hilariously amateur this little coup of yours is, that you're still managing to hold that gun.
Oh, friggin' Walter.
Who wants Daddy's belt?
Jeez, Walter.
Now think about what you've done.
Yeah.
So, Sir Penwood, are you alright?
Well, Reginald was actually my brother-in-law. So, currently processing that.
Screw him.
Communications are back up. Everything is on fire.
London Bridge is
Oh no.
falling down! Falling down!
Oh, don't.
London Bridge is falling down! My fair lady, what should we do?
We have to evacuate immediately.
Oh my gosh,
Sir
they friggin'
Penwood,
worked
you
that
can
in.
ride with me. The rest of you, carpool.
No, I'm not going anywhere. I know I'm not much of a man. I've had a silver spoon in my mouth since the day I was born. This position, it's not suited for a meek gentleman like myself. But
Okay.
I'll be damned, I say, if I tuck my tail in between my legs at the first sign of peril. I thank you for your service, Miss Integra, but
Here's a gun. There are 12 holy bullets. Save one for yourself.
Yeah, bye. We don't
Walter?
care.
Yes, Sir Integra?
Ready the car. We've got a war to win.
Is this gonna be an episode without Alucard?
Yes, Buckingham Palace is burning. Und so are my lines.
Ugh.
First Lieutenant former Olympic bodybuilder Zoran Blitz. Sorry, I was understandably caught up in the moment.
You finally have orders for me, Major?
Ah, indeed, my dear Zoran. You have a very specific target.
Where shall my scythe be pointed?
The Hellsing organization headquarters.
Oh
Yes.
And you
Yes.
shall provide reconnaissance.
no. Aw. Just recon.
Okay, Zoran, I need you to bring it back for me. Take a deep breath. Contain the calamity that is your memories. There is no one more eager to see them bleed than I, but we must be careful. Sir Integra Fairbrook Wingates Hellsing, any woman who commands the respect of a beast such as Alucard is not to be trifled with.
Yeah.
Fantasize stuff on a lonely Saturday night with a bottle of Chardonnay? Most certainly. But not trifled with.
But she is just one woman.
And a girl, a police girl, the only living vampire sired by Alucard himself. Why?
Yeah.
Is it her skill? Her unpredictable nature? The big titties? Maybe, who knows? But I do not
Kind of the
gamble
latter
with
of all that.
ladies. You will act as the vanguard and survey their forces. Are we clear?
Transparently.
Wunderbar.
He didn't even mention
Speaking of
Walter.
which, Sergeant Klaus, have you spotted Frau Hellsing?
Yeah, Major. Driving past Primrose Hill.
Is it on fire?
It could be more on fire.
Ugh. Ugh.
Attention! Anyone listening? I'm not sure if I'm using this correctly. It's been 10 years since I had to operate an analog radio. I am Sir Penwood, Vice Admiral of the British Security Council. I know things seem bleak to those who are still alive, but steady on. We are still fighting, each and every one of us. We shall defend Queen and country against this decades-old barbarism.
How valiant of you, Sir Penwood, defending your post down to the last man.
But that's where I must rebuke you, because where you see one man, I see four.
C4.
Ah, a pun. Always go out with a pun.
When you get to hell, tell them Penwood sent you, and then apologize on my behalf for the inconvenience.
Jeez. Very gentlemanly way of doing that.
Walter,
Yes, ma'am.
Sir Penwood was a...
Sir Integra, we have a problem.
Oh my god, the road is on fire.
Unfortunately, that's not the worst of it. If you'll excuse me, I have to meet with an old friend. You need to take the car and make your way to the HQ on your own. I believe in you, ma'am.
Walter, there's something I want you to know.
This is no time for goodbyes, Sir Integra.
No, I don't know how to drive. You have driven me literally everywhere since I was 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perfect time to learn.
You come back to me, no matter what. Understood?
Understood, ma'am.
Now, which one's the club? Okay, we're driving!
Jeez, man. Oh no, you actually caught it.
You haven't aged a day.
Ah, yes. We have aged like fine wine. You, on the other hand, have aged like milk. Spoiled, sour, and ruining my meal. But don't get me wrong, it's still splendid to see
Oh,
you.
used to
Let's
know
have
the
a
major.
heart to heart.
Ah, shit! Fuck! Ah, shit!
There she is! Johann, tell her to pull over!
Guten Abend, could you please pull over?
They're so polite, though.
Hands about!
Nope, now they're not polite. What happened to Police Girl? Where's she been this whole time?
Hans! 9! And he was having such a good day! He even got to burn down London Bridge, sing the song, everything!
Aww.
Congratulations. It took an entire squadron of inhuman, nigh-immortal fake vampires to hunt down and corner a 22-year-old woman.
That's a woman?
She's 22?
Huh.
I hope it's everything you've dreamed of. So have at it then. Come and get the first
But enough
fight
talk.
you've had in 50 years,
How about you?
dickless cowards.
I'll stab you in the fucking
Oh, hey, Anderson.
God's assassin guilty. The angel's dust.
Judas Priest.
Wait, like the band? They were named after him! By Job, you fucking header of a woman! Surrounded by 50 vampire Nazis armed literally to the teeth! And what do? You get out of your fucking car, pull out your sword, cut off one of their heads and yell, "Come at me, you crowd shits!" No wonder Alucard wants to plow that virgin soil. I'm thinking about growing some flowers myself.
Alexander Anderson. To what do I owe the unexpected pleasure?
You know, just out and about with me posse.
Posse?
Oh dear.
And look, you know how your pet vampire's got his own pet vampire? Well, that got me thinking, so I acquired some learned youngsters myself.
Oh no.
Which is twice as good. And here's the real kicker. One's Japanese, and the other one's fucking German. Ain't that topical? I just need an Italian one, and I've got me an axis of righteousness.
Yeah,
Yummy.
but do
Say
they have
something in
big titties
Moonspeak.
like Police Girl?
And the German one's Heikel. She shoots things. It's great.
Pop, pop, watching heathens drop.
The Iscariots? We're not scared of you. Look at you. You don't even know how to use a bayonet. It goes on the gun, idiot.
Now, if you'll excuse us, you English cow, it's time for the Iscariots to do your job for you and put these soulless bodies where they belong. In the ground, in case you didn't take my meaning.
I think we all took your meaning.
The necessary evil!
Why are we necessary?
To purge the world of evil worse than man!
And why are we God's chosen few, ordained to undertake this unholy task?
Because no one else will!
And because it's fucking fun!
Crazy man. Wait, no, was that it? Wait. After credits. Alucard.
Something's burning.
Yeah. Alrighty. Alright. Oh. Wow. I barely wrote anything this time. Alrighty. Another good one. We're getting into the war, and it's a whole lot of action and a whole lot of fun. Okay, so Walter used to know the Major? That's interesting. What? Why does he know the Major? How does he know the Major? What? Is that going to be revealed? What? How? What? Huh? I don't know. Man, Anderson is just crazy. How could you possibly think that any of this is the Lord's work? I don't know, but he is determined. He is determined to do the Lord's work. So, yeah. That's interesting that he has an entire... Okay, because last episode I said, like, you know, the Catholic Church doesn't have a lot, you know, going for it. It's like, well, okay, it has Anderson, but nothing else. Like, oh, never mind. The church has a ton of basically mini Andersons, and he's got his own, like, powerful sidekicks, like Alucard has Police Girl, which is funny. I love that in all of this, we just have a Police Girl. That's it. That's funny. Where is Police Girl anyway? She didn't go with Alucard. So yeah, where did she go? What? How? What happened? What happened to her? Where is she? Why is she? I don't know. And the other thing I wrote down was that we pretty much went the entire episode, with the little exception of the, I guess the after credits scene, basically. We went the whole episode pretty much without Alucard, which is interesting, and I don't know how much he's going to be in the next episode either, because, I mean, we're kind of, I don't know, it's like, because they have to go get him, you know? That was the whole point, is they have to go get him, because he can't fly using his vampire powers, which I was actually kind of thinking that too, before he said that, like, oh, why can't he just fly using his vampire powers? Like, I guess that's not how that works. So yeah, so they have to specifically go get him because he wrecked his plane. So yeah, I don't know how much he's actually going to be in the next episode. So yeah, but that was interesting. Almost an entire episode without Alucard, and it was still pretty good. I gotta say, Integra is compelling enough to carry the show, honestly. So I like that. I do kind of wish we had seen her fight a little bit more. I feel like, right as we were going to get an amazing action scene with Integra, Anderson just stepped in and took it from her, basically. It's like, oh, well, okay. And obviously, it's cool that Anderson is there and he's kind of working, like, begrudgingly working with them because he hates the Hellsings and everyone. But, it's cool that he is there helping them, and the fact that we got to see his entire Catholic army, basically, and his two proteges, the German and the Japanese person. So that's cool, but I feel like we were really robbed of a cool action scene with Integra, but I mean, and that's not any of TFS's fault. Like that's in Hellsing. You can't get around that. It's like, I want her to be so cool. She is so cool. That's the great thing. So it's like, I want a big action scene with Integra. We've had it with Walter, we've had it with everyone, but just not with Integra. And man, I love the way that the one British guy went out. I don't remember his name, but the way he went out is like, oh, where you see 1, I see 4. It's like, C4, and they look around and like, oh, C4, and it's like, I love that that's just a pun. I love that it's just a C4 pun. It's like, I love that. That's so funny and clever. I also like just the little joke because, Team 4-Star, the way they write their Abridged series is more like, it's like they write it as a parody, but it's still pretty, like, a pretty solidly written story. Like, they keep a lot of the story elements in it, and, you can follow it just fine without having to watch the original source material, which is good because, I'm watching this without watching the original source material. And, so yeah. But they do put in their jokes along the way. That's the whole thing. Otherwise, what's the point of this? But that's the whole thing with Abridged, is they put in their jokes too. But I love the little jokes, like obviously like the C4 pun, but I also like the joke that that Integra doesn't know how to drive. Like, that's just funny. She doesn't know how to drive because Walter's been driving her since she was 10. So she just never learned. And I like because then it cuts to her not driving well. That car is swerving all over the place. So that means that TFS saw that. Whoever wrote this episode, I wonder if it'll actually say who wrote the episode. Something's been placed at my door. I'll have to check on that in a sec. Patrons. Good God, they have a lot of patrons. Oh, I wonder. Let me look and see. No, okay. Okay, well, I was gonna see if I could find out who wrote episode 5, but I can't. That's all right. But yeah, that means like whoever wrote this episode, like, watched it, and that's what came to their mind. It's like, man, like, they were watching it, they're like, man, Integra is a really bad driver. And it's like, well, she normally has Walter. It's like, well, what if she never learned how to drive? And now that's the joke. And they keep doing that throughout that whole scene, is that she cannot drive. She doesn't know how to drive. So that's funny, because it also takes, because that's one of the cool things about TFS, is like, they take this really awesome, really cool character, but then they just throw in something a little stupid in there. It's the same with Goku and Vegeta on DBZA. It's the same thing, or, Cell and Frieza are a bit goofy and stuff like that. They have their goofy moments. Frieza, not as much as Cell, I think, because I think Cell just enjoyed it so much that he was a little goofier. But that doesn't detract from the character either. Like, yes, this is a silly thing that Integra doesn't know how to drive, and she gets in the car, it's like, okay, so is it this? Whoa, okay, here we go. We're driving. It was like, that's a funny moment, but that doesn't take away from the character. So I do really like that. So, yeah, I love this episode. I'm loving all of it. We're about halfway through Hellsing Ultimate Abridged now, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, next time we will keep watching and see how it all comes together. And with all that, jeez. Like my yawn turned into a gasp, which made noises. I don't know. I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Hellsing Ultimate Abridged reactions, you can click on the playlist. You can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media. Links below in the description. See you guys later.